this is going to be challenging because we put Cari away and she wants to come through. This is very awkward for her right now. So we feel she's trying to come through. We are doing her a favor, however. We brushed her hair and we got the corn out of her teeth. She's like, don't just be going on. Anyway, it's fine. She had quite a couple of days, and this is all part of the process she has to go through. So what's had to happen for her to get that final disappearing act to happen was, yeah, she didn't know this was going to be talked about. She was going to write it. She has written it, but she didn't know we were talking about it. So anyway, it was all planned. So the night her dog was taken to Yahut's, she reached out to a friend. There was an event, and it ended up being one of the 3 most magical experiences of her life. And so with that, it was kind of, it's like with that memory and with that experience, it's like, okay, so you got the dog back. But what happened? So when she went in and saw him, there you are. There's her doggy. It's hot in here. When she saw him, the dog, in 80 degrees, and it was just like that. This is where we laugh. That he let her down again thing, like he didn't think what the dog would need while he was gone, having fun again. And the fact that she even thought for a moment that he might do the right thing for the first time. It's like, when do we get it through our heads that, when do we get it through our heads that we are who we are? All right, you're getting into everything there. Bull in the china shop. So what's going on? She had to have that experience. She had to drive away from him and not look at him again, and just, the only word she has for him is icky and disgust. But it's like, it's just him. It's just the energy. And, clearly it's a vibration thing. Her vibration has gone up immensely since they first met. So they're not connected at that same level. So what we've done for Cari, and we've done this before for Cari, and John knows about it, so he should be able to explain this to others because he has seen it and witnessed it firsthand, even though he's probably like, I didn't see that. I didn't say that. We know that's most people. It's like, I saw it, but I'm going to unsee it. So what goes on with her? Some examples are, we took her back. We bring her into full human. She doesn't realize how much she hasn't been in full human. We bring her into full human and we give her a memory, such as when she was in the 6th grade play, and the day of the play, the lead girl didn't show up. She was sick. And the teacher was desperate, and she said, does anybody here know the lines? And Cari was the only one that put her arm up. It was like, when that happened, it was like she just happened to want to be an actress. She memorized him. It was fun, and she wanted that role more than anything on the planet. So her manifesting that role, it came true. And so she had this wonderful experience back then. It was like, yay. And then she got to know kids in school because nobody knew her. They didn't like her. She was a new girl. And when they come in, the new girl, they're always like, oh, who is it? And that's her. So she was like, she was a nobody. So she saved the day. And so she had friends. And of course they moved like 2 months later. But so she got to see that memory back then. And then we play it back for her from the lens she views through now, through who she is now. And then it's just like the miracles. It's like she sees that these miracles. So she has gotten, a little bit of these over the last few years, definitely the last year. And every time she sees one of these, it just shows her that every one of the steps along her journey has been a miracle, and she's manifested so many things. She had no idea what she'd been doing, but she has been on this path a lot longer than she's giving herself credit for. Okay, so this thing, one other example that we show her is she's at this place now in her life where she still pinches herself constantly. She still can't believe she's living on the Oregon coast. And one day she was just looking at her friends and thinking, wow, my friends are some pretty, these are, who are these people? It's like a shaman. They're in positions that are pretty impressive. Let's just say people that she just never knew she'd be hanging with. And so she was taken back to when she was 20 and 30, those eyes, and shot forward to look at from where they stood to where she is now. What that, it's like she cannot wrap her brain around it. It's like there is no way those people would be my friends. So she gets to see both sides, from the youthful eyes and today's eyes. So what this is all about right now is this backseat forthsy thing with her husband. It's like, it's literally, it's like it's killing her. It's like she just wants him to go away and stop being so icky. But it's like she compares him to either herpes or like an arsenic drip. But this is why. And he knows this. This is the fun part. He has seen her have these experiences before. What are you knocking over, little girl? And so what has happened with Cari now is after she had that experience with John and the dog and had to leave, we got to bitch slap her into finally stepping out of the life for the first time and looking back at the entire thing through her current lens. So, she doesn't like this. So when she first met him, her vibration was right where his was. And he was a definite upgrade from her life. But his trajectory is like this, and he likes it that way. And hers was like this. So where they met, it was like they were good for a while, but that wedge got so big. She even drew a chart once about this, on how to explain in her brain and to him, like, this is why we are so different, because I've gone up and you've gone that way. To him is, so she has been brought to this place now to where she has seen all of the things that have occurred over the course of their marriage, which they did irritate her as she was expanding and growing. But it wasn't like going from just being off the heels of, you know, a broken person to marrying him and then slowly growing and expanding, you know. So she got to see it today, and she's seeing it now from this lens only, eliminating like the life, the memory of the life kind of thing. And so she gets to experience how icky the feelings were all along the way, and how she felt like he never had her back. I mean, he played his role brilliantly. This is what he came to do, to just make her go crazy. But she did stay a long time. She could have left at any point. So he was here to just keep digging, and she kept staying and getting madder and madder. And so this was just, she stayed a long time to somebody that was vibrationally not a match for her. And so she got to see him for the first time through that lens. And that's why today she has been on a rampage. She's like, we're getting a divorce. I am going to throw you under the, she's like done. She's like, you are so icky. I can't believe I stayed with you that long. And it's like, that's all she can see it from now. It's like that whole, how she felt. It's like, you know what? She's been asking for a lobotomy, and I think she just got the lobotomy she was looking for. Didn't even think about that. That'll make her happy. So now the way she thinks about it is like, it's like she's very present. Her life is wonderful, but it's like this thing that she still has the dog, which keeps her here. She cannot go anywhere while this dog is still here, and she doesn't want this dog to hurry. But she just realizes she's never going to get help from him. She's finally seen him through the lens she needed to see him through in order to pull that vacuum cord, that thing she's been referring to now for the last time. Now that sucker's retracting, it's sucking in, and now she's ready to travel. She's ready to disappear and do whatever's next for Cari. So hopefully this explains it. So she can't have the heebie-jeebie guy. So yeah, who knows what's next? But so we put her to bed. We actually made her get high. She's got some edibles, and if not, she was just so, she doesn't get emotional, but she was heightened icky today, like just staring at the walls and like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? I've got this dog. I don't know what to do. And so now she sees him through this lens, and now the energy has shifted dramatically since the dog is like feeling the different energy. So, this is part of this crazy journey. So yeah, she's gonna be out for a while. I'm not sure how long, but yeah, we'll probably keep her high all night, and she could start off tomorrow morning and see where the day takes her. I know she did have to get down to the beach today, and it was a lot of writing to her family, but the stuff she wrote, she really needed to write, because some people need to wake up in that family. That's why this was a really hard journey. He did have free will to wake up, but he chose not to, which is affecting his daughter. So Cari has done all she can do here. And that's, I think, what that first Independence Day video was trying to get to. That she worked so hard to help these guys out. And so now they're on their own. But, you know, hey, we all get here. Just, she wanted to help. So she's helping others now. Woo! All right, gonna help the dog out here. Bye.